What's up, everybody? Mr. OG Games here. Welcome back to Age of Z Origins, and welcome all of the recently new subscribers to the channel. I do appreciate your support, along with the ones that have been here with Mr. OG and the OG Nation till this point. Now, today we're going to be doing our first SOS, and I'm just going to jump right into it. This was the target. He was in our hive. I'm not quite ready formation-wise for the SOS, but why not do it? I mean, you got to start somewhere and see just how we fare out. So with SOS activated, I went with what I had currently in my T9 inventory, which is kind of low at this point, but nonetheless, we gave it a shot against two. And as the battle took place, I knew right off the bat that I didn't have enough strong T9 in the front line, lacking a little in the mid row, because in order to get that SOS, we had to drop some of that points, and the back row, of course, stayed strong like always. So went ahead after the attack, shielded up, check the report. Not bad. I mean, I didn't expand the fleet, so that's not too bad. I mean, no losses on their side, but I did manage, for almost, not just shy of under 50,000 kills. We'll put it like that. But it wasn't just me hitting today. There was a couple other guys pretty much in the same situation I am. We figured we'd go back to back, do some SOS hits just to see what we could do here, and we made out okay. At the end, was he burning? No, he wasn't. But that was to be expected. When you're doing your first SOS, and just like me, you can see the reinforcements speeding in there. That certainly didn't help this SOS either, along with a couple other things that took place. But the point was to know and show that we're not playing around. And a lot of things need to be tweaked on my end as far as what I can do with an SOS, because I am much better than that SOS there. The only downside is I had to run not a full march of T9, and that's really what did me in. Here's the SOS that we just saw. Now at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a full breakdown of the report on my SOS, so you can kind of get a better understanding of what I'm referring to when I'm talking to you guys right now about the first SOS I did. Now, once I get more T9, that hit would have changed dramatically. Now, I have still a majority of T8 in the front row, in the mid row, and in the back row, especially in the sniper situation, straight T8s. The only T9 back row, as you've seen in previous videos, is the uranium cannon. Now I also have one other tank to kind of provide a little more shielding, but do I need more of those? Absolutely. But the front line in the SOS that I did, it just didn't hold long enough for me to do what I needed to do. So I am focusing on the front row as well. Also working towards getting the mid row stormtrooper at level 9 also. Now, the downside to this, one, the commander skills, I won't have enough to really fill in that mid-row attack. Will it be there? Will it target? Of course. But will it be as strong as it could be? No, it won't. I did going down the line. Also, I'll need to beef up the HP on the front row, because that, of course, the longer they're there, the longer they're holding that front line, brings more to you and more chances that you can get to have that back row just straight hit. So I've got work to do, but all in all, was it a good SOS? It wasn't bad for my first one. Bad for me would have been no kills. That would have been bad. So at the end of the day, not a bad SOS, but it must be much, much better. Now, after all was said and done, I think we did 3. I think there might have been a 4th as well, but I don't think I caught that one. But when I jumped back into, the city view, I just wanted to see what kind of healing time that I would have. And I think with that, it put me at about a little less than 2 days, right at 2 days, which I'll show you here in just a second. But it was. So obviously I'm not going to heal all. I'll do them in increments to save some speeds. Could I just heal them? Absolutely. Speed them up, have them right back. But we're not in a full-blown situation to where we're going to hit repetitively. Now, looking at the breakdown, so I can show you a little bit more in depth of what I was referring to. Like I said, I did not expand the fleet. You can see the front row really isn't strong enough to hold up for a long period of time. And the cannons there, as you can see, that's mainly where a big chunk of my kills came from. And of course, some of them T8s even got a pretty good sized kill as well. This is sort of what I was going up against, just to give you kind of a mix on what they had. They had what they needed to provide the shielding. But like I said, the next SOS that I do will be much better. It's just a matter of having more T9s, and that's really what it boils down to. More T9s. Now, also, the target that I hit, maybe if he didn't have the reinforcement, which wasn't much as it is, it may have been a little different as well. But looking at the replay, front line, gone. Absolutely gone. And it takes pretty much no effort at all to just walk by and take care of the rest of the back row. So the front row, key in the next one that I do, and key in future attacks. In a group setting, things are just tweaked just a little bit differently, but when you go in by yourself, you've got to have the front row, and in group attacks too, don't get me wrong. But that is what really didn't allow me to get the kill count that I wanted. But as always, if you guys like the video, smash the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.